Hi guys, welcome back. In this tutorial, we're talking about how to draft and sew a full circle sleeve that is 360 with no side seam and the hem will be equal. So the measurements we'll be needing for this is our sleeve length, then the side seam, the length of the side seam, then the crown of our sleeve. This is what we'll have. I have 23. I'm using half scale, 23 cm, please. Now, the first thing to do is to fold. I'm folding my paper into four. Then you fold first. Then towards where there is a fold, you fold again there at that point. So you now have four folds. All the four sides are closed. Now, I'll be using what I'm using for my radius is the circumference of my waist divided by 6. Please, I'm using cm. So I'm dividing my waist circumference, which is 23 cm divided by 6. So I have 3.83. So afterwards, I'm going to reduce the 3.83 by, I'm going to subtract it by 0.5 because I don't want the circumference to be wider than what I have. So what I have is 3.83 minus 0.3. I have 3.33 cm. That's what I'm using for my radius. So okay, now don't start at this point to mark your radius because it's open. That's not the big. So this is where we are going to start. Okay, so I'm marking 3.33 cm here. So I'm going to mark it round. That's my radius. So remember I said 23 divided by 6 minus 0.5. That's what I in cm. So you now mark out the length, the full length, which is the longer length of your pattern, the full length of your sleeve. That's what you'll be using first. So okay, this is what we'll have. So I'm going to trace it out so that all the curves will get to all the parts of the folds, the paper. You can as well work with one paper, but just label well. Like on this particular point, you just label that it's cut into four, is on four folds. So you can, if you are actually working with a pattern, you must not fold your fabric into your paper into four. You can actually work with one paper. Just label well, indicate where the folds will be. Okay. Just label well. That's the most important thing when you're working with pattern. Okay. Then when you want to cut on now on fabric and now fold into four. So this is what I have. This length now is where I will measure my side seam. Okay. So please, it's very important. If you want even length, this particular line point where that will be under the armhole needs to be reduced. Use the actual measurements. Okay, so I have
18.5.
23.5 here, so I'm going to connect it like give a free line curve to get towards the the actual sleeve length. This is what I have. Okay, except you want your hem to be uneven. If you want that, that's fine. You can now leave that side same length. Okay, now this is what I have. So add the allowances if you want. Because I'm just doing practice, that's why I don't want to add allowance. So this add the allowance on this waist side also. Now this is what we have. Okay, the shorter part should be under the armhole. This is the longest part. Okay, then place it on the shoulder point. The longest part should be on the shoulder point, while the shorter one will be under the armhole. Okay, so this is what we'll have.